Okay, here is an abbreviated version of how the University of Rhode Island Student Senate works. The Senate generally accomplishes three things. It promotes student involvement using a tax it collects from every student. It represents student interests to the university and to whoever else is asking. And it looks good on its members' resumes. The Senate also has three branches. It has an assembly of 45 student representatives, an executive with a president, vice president, and 5 cabinet members, again all students, and a court with 5 student members. As a normal undergraduate student, you vote for members of these two branches, which is where all of the regular business happens. The members of the court are chosen in a slightly more convoluted fashion, and it's not really relevant to the day-to-day functioning of the Senate, so we'll ignore it in this video. Let's take a quick look at the Assembly. The Assembly formalizes the opinions of the student body. It has 45 members, broken down into smaller groups. Each group is elected by and from the students that they are to represent. A majority is required to pass a resolution in the Assembly, though some special occasions may call for 2/3 or even 3/4, but more than half of the representatives need to be present for a vote to be held. Once a resolution is passed by the Assembly, it gets sent to the executive, where the president, assisted by the vice president and the cabinet, must either act on it or veto it. The Assembly can override a veto by 2/3 vote. Turning back to the executive, the president and vice president are elected by the whole student body. The cabinet is nominated by the president and elected by the Assembly. The executive carries out the instructions of the Assembly, and its officers are allowed to invent and appoint whatever offices they need to in order to carry out their instructions. And that's Student Senate in a nutshell. This video was brought to you by Tris Howard. Write in Tris Howard for President of Student Senate on February 26th and 27th, this Wednesday and Thursday, online on Campus Labs. Leave the Vice President blank.